So in number 4 here, what's my slope of this line going to be? Can I already tell what my slope's going to be? What's it going to be? Negative 1/2. So I know I'm definitely going to see a line that's sloping downhill from left to right. I'm going to keep an eye out for that. What's my b value though? Do you see a b value on that equation?
No.
No, so what's my b value? 0. Okay, again, if I know that my b value is 0, that tells me that on my table underneath the number 0, what am I going to write? A 0. So I know that this line goes through the origin. What do we call a relationship that goes through the origin again? Proportional, that's right. So I should see a straight line going through the origin, sloping downhill from left to right. Again, if we have an understanding of these things, we're able to know whether we did something right or wrong just by looking at what we come up with at the end, okay? Let's plug some numbers in. I'm going to rewrite y equals negative 1/2 x 3 times. Because I have 3 values to plug in. I can skip the 0 because I used what I know. The first number I plug in is negative 4. All right. Now, if I have a negative times a negative, what is that always going to give me?
Positive.
A positive. And what is 1/2 of 4? 2. There's my first output, my first y value. Now I'm going to plug in negative 2. Again, a negative and a negative give me a positive. And what is 1/2 of 2?
1.
Just 1. I can skip my 0, plug in positive 2. This time I have a negative times a positive. What's that going to give me? A negative times a positive?
Negative.
A negative. And what's 1/2 of 2 once more? Just 1. So I get negative 1. Okay, we see on my y part of the table, I'm subtracting 1 each time. Across the x, I'm adding 2. So I'm doing -1 and +2. If I were to set my slope up, it would be negative 1 over positive 2. Is that the slope that we saw in the beginning? Yeah, negative 1/2. Okay. So I'm going to plot these points, negative 4, 2, negative 2, 1. I already got 0, 0, and 2, negative 1. Do those 4 points make a nice straight line?
Yeah.
They sure do. I'm going to connect them up with my ruler all the way through my graph with arrows on the end to, like Phaedra said, signify that my line is going on forever and ever in both of those directions. All right? Does that sound good on number 4? Give me a thumbs up if your line looks just like my line on number 4. Billy's does, Alaja's does, Ayana's, Vanessa's, Hakeem's, ladies in front, fellas in front. Good. Dropping down to number 6. Number 6 a little bit more challenging. I have a b value here. What is my b value for this equation? 3. So I'm going to look to my table. I find my 0. What am I going to write underneath my 0? 3. Nice and easy. That saves me 1 step of plugging in and multiplying out just because I know that, right? Now, what's my slope in front of the x that you see there? Do you see a number?
No.
No, so what number's really there?
1.
Just a 1?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Negative 1. So, I'm going to rewrite this as negative 1 times x plus 3, negative 1 times x plus 3, and negative 1 times x plus 3. I'm going to do it 3 times. First number I'm plugging in is negative 2. What's a negative times a negative again? Positive. So what's negative 1 times negative 2 then? Positive 2. Bring down my plus 3. Now I have that extra step, unlike in number 4.
5.
And 2 plus 3 gives me 5. Plug in positive 2. What's negative 1 times positive 2 going to give me? Negative 1 times positive 2? Negative 2. Now we got to be careful here. What's negative 2 plus 3?
1.
1. Right? Look at my pattern. 5, 3, 1. I'm subtracting 2 each time. Finally, I'll plug in 4. What's negative 1 times 4? Negative 4. And negative 4 plus 3 gives me negative 7, right? No?
No.
I thought 4 and 3 make 7.
Yes, it does.
Positive 3.
4 and 3.
4 and 3 make 7, but this is a negative 4, right?
Yeah.
So what's negative 4 and 3?
Negative 1.
1.
Negative 1. Okay, I wanted to see if you guys were awake because it doesn't sound like it. But I get it. It's Friday. I am also partially asleep. I was here on campus for 13 hours yesterday, so I'm ready to go home too. Let's plot these points. Negative 2, 5, 0, 3, 2, 1, 4, negative 1. And again, if I had 7 in there, do you even see a 7 as an option on this graph?
No.
No. Can't plot that point. So that would tell me right away I did something wrong. There's my line. I'm sloping, again, downhill from left to right because my slope is negative. Where do I intersect or cross the y-axis here? At what number? Well, it's at this point, right? Where does that point line up on the y-axis? What number?
3.
3. Was my b value 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know I did this all right. All right? If you're done with that, you can pass it up. If you're not done with it, take the weekend to get it finished. Don't turn it in if it's not all the way done, please. All right? Including all of your lines.